It is very common for people to be afraid to wash their noses, both adults and children, for not knowing how to wash or for being afraid of drowning, hurting, or because they have had a very bad experience when they did it. There are several questions. Well, I'm Mylene, I'm a laryngologist, and I'm going to explain. I'm going to tell you what you shouldn't do when you wash your nose. Stay here on our channel, also take the opportunity to marathon all our videos, because there is a lot of good and quality content here. So, first thing, you have to understand that it is extremely important to do nasal washing. This helps a lot to prevent infections, improve rhinitis. And it is important for you to understand that it is different for us to throw a nose spray and wash your nose with a bottle, for example. The nasal spray jets are very good, but to moisturize the nose, especially when the weather is drier, or those people who bleed more the nose, or when you are away from home, at work, you need to wash, moisturize the nose, and taking a bottle is more difficult, more complicated. The high-volume nasal wash with the bottle is perfect. Why? You can wash with the bottle, this type of bottle, or the lot or syringe device. They are very efficient, because in fact, they will remove the impurities from our nose. They do a kind of sweeping and they will improve the symptoms of rhinitis and sinusitis. It is very important. A mother told me this week the struggle she has to wash her son's nose. And this can really happen, especially if people start washing their children's noses when they are a little older. Ideally, she will wash from an early age, so that this moment does not become traumatic for the adult and the child. It is very important. First, know the correct technique, the correct solution so as not to sweat the nose, so as not to give pressure to the nose at the time of application. Do not give that feeling of drowning. Number 2, in the case of children, start doing it early, from the young. So it's much better. Third thing, try to leave the devices, the syringe for example, more cute, with stickers, some drawings. Another thing, leave a toy there that the child likes, close to that moment of washing the nose. This is very important. Give an example to the child. Let the child see you washing your nose. Leave the child with autonomy to wash. Avoid holding, pressing the child to be able to wash the nose. This takes time, it's in the day-to-day, it's consistency, it's not from one day to the next. Very important here, if your nose is obstructed, if it is very clogged, you will not be able to do that beautiful wash, that the serum enters the nose and passes to another nostril. Why? Because the structures inside the nose will be very swollen. So if you force, with pressure, this can go to your ear and really cause a lot of pain. So if you have an obstructed nose, do the wash in a softer way. Even if the serum enters one nostril and does not leave the other, there is no problem. Another question, the position is very important. Preferably a head more inclined forward, slightly rounded to one side and to the other. And besides that, you can't sweat the nose after you do the nasal wash, because you can create pressure and the serum can go to the ear and really generate that feeling of clogging. Never use the physiological serum cold in the nose. This causes a huge discomfort. Always use either room temperature or heat it up in a light way, a few seconds in the microwave, at a pleasant temperature. How many washes a day should I do? If you are not cold, flu or sinusitis and are using serum on a daily basis as a preventive, once or twice is quite interesting and is with a reasonable number. But if you started a sinusitis, a rhinitis, a flu, you can do it 3-4 times a day. In short, you should do the nasal wash, because it will prevent infections and help with the rhinitis. Do not throw the serum with a lot of pressure. Do not sweat the nose. Stay in the correct position, to wash the nose on one side, wash the other. Put more volume, do not put pressure. So it has to be in a soft way, but with the right volume, with the intention of doing this sweeping even on our nose. Understood? So if you have any questions about nasal washing, methods, conservation, and several other questions in the area of ear, nose and throat, write here in the comments. This will help us create new videos with very interesting content for you. A big hug.